smoke Gouda make cheddar. I mean Woodbeck Village. You can make a sweet alcohol. Various ingredients. I believe wheat was in this case. Judging by its fruity taste, I believe grapes were added as well. How about heading to the wheat village or the vineyard? I have faith in you. Juan Soju. Oh no. Rhett's Juan Soju Master Distiller. Oh god. Alright, we'll go to the wheat field. Oh hey, I want to kill this guy. Find clues in the haystack. You plow your head deep within the stack of hay and take a whiff. Okay.
I'll eat your legs first.
Go.
I'll dice you up.
Ledge dungeon.
I'll crush your head first. I'll eat your legs
Ah, fuck.
first. I'll dice you up.
Woo! Almost got killed. Woo! Maurizia.
Cry and beg for mercy.
Oh fuck.
Cry
Oh.
and beg for mercy.
Hey, what?
No more.
Is it? Thank you, my beautiful wife, for making the J for me. What's next? I thought
Doing.
Barbosa. Thank you. You okay?
Don't do. So in reality, of all the drugs, like,
Huh?
of all the drugs a kid's gonna do,
Marijuana,
yeah, it's not the worst of them.
right? It could be worse.
My dad, man, he was just addicted to coffee. I was like, Dad, I could be addicted to meth.
Right? Could be worse. Just attack the tiger. God damn it, attack the tiger! Tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger.
Well, tiger.
There you go. I am gonna puff it. That's why the ashtray.
Let me stop. Have a Kid Lowy incident.
Another Kid Laroi concert. Where's everyone going? UF, okay. And
I've got some hard to find magic scrolls too.
Are you enjoying the festival?
and 2F. Central room. Oh, there it is. Damn it. One, I guess. Please. Ooh, the connection's all spotty today. Hit him. Got him. Alright. Slow him down. Let me join the chat, the Mum chat. It'll probably help if I can hear them. Go. Don't switch.
Captain Leius.
개미부터.
What'd you say? Ant, okay. I thought you said Ant Queen.
예.
Alright, if I'm
초반에만
gonna take that, then I'm gonna
좀
need to go to
배울
the,
의지가 있더니 요즘에는
what's
의지가
called
없어.
Sorcerer Institute.
아무것도 몰라.
Time
이
to
정도
do it.
했으면 웬간한 건 다 알아야 되는데 의지가 없어 이 새끼 지금. 맨 롤만 쳐하고 있으니까 씨.
어제 잠을 안 잔다니까요.
응?
잘하니까.
딴짓거리 하는 새끼들은 배울 의지가 없다니까. 넌 지금 리니지 한지 거의 한 달이 다 돼가는데 합차?
너 요새 모니터 잘 안 하잖아.
불러도 없고 씨발 자러 가고
Nope.
지 불리한 거 그냥 웃어요.
저번에 첫 자고 있더라니까. 3시간 자고 오더라니까.
Go. There
야
once.
씨발 말 대꾸 하지 마.
I dodged it. Need a counter magic. 3.
내가 다른 게임을 해도 제 시간에는 내가 다 있어.
Got her. Yeah.
자 마담 지도 피고 저거 오면 됨. 저 자리에 있음 마담.
아니 참파 컷은 왜 치는 거야?
야 씨발 존나 아프다. 씨발 살려.
Oh, madam.
야 힐.
어.
야.
그건 좀.
아이 씨발아.
Oh, they put her out on the ship now?
이
That's
새끼
cool.
왜 이렇게 늦게 와 이 병신.
마담이 안 보여서 갑자기.
Oh, fuck! Ow! Holy shit! Ah! 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 Fuck! Ah, thank God, Jesus Christ.
이거 왠지 시간 이거 잡는
this
데
one,
시간
I can
소모
kill this
많이
guy.
해가지고
This is no problem.
이거는 잘해놨지.
Dead.
마담이 아파진 거 같지.
Okay, let's swap to homeboy. Up. Go. Got one dims. Go. Turn on the assistants. Where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Go, go. You fucking asshole. Oh no! Ah! Oh! Ooh. Homeboy died.
마담 위치 바뀌었어요. 난파선 찾으세요. 난파선.
코르토 있나?
제가 가볼게요 형.
That next.
층 좀? 잠깐만 층 좀.
프루토
좀.
없는 거 같은데.
라마슈 떴대.
Hamashu?
충점이 없는데. 라마슈
2번
2번.
Okay. Iban.
하그마는 저거 있어. 도감 있어. 2번에 없는데?
2번
아
2번
3번. 야 만수는 왜 울트라냐? 썰달해.
Blast him.
만수 썰달해. 썰달해 이 씨발아. 뭐 너기야 이씨. 제가 뭐
있으니까 올라와야지.
너 인형도 라돈 아니야? 올라와야지 그럼.
그럼 올라와야지.
썰달해 내일 아침에 파이브.
모녀를 다 드슬 전변 전인으로 채우는.
맞아요.
대역 장로도 혼석 캐릭으로 보이지 않아요? 본주
원래
캐릭.
인범 팀이 있어.
어.
없어 이제 뜬 없어 다 나왔어.
이제 막 뜨기 시작했나 보네.
아 그러네 저 새끼 법사 4회 만에 연병 떨었는데 아직까지 저거 하고 있네.
법사 배신자.
자기가 진짜 접속률 진짜 엄청 좋은데 자기 법사하고 싶다 하신 분 있나요 혹시?
그럼요.
슬랑해요.
지성령.
자기가 하루에 10시간 12시간 이상 게임할 수 있다. 페릭 사드림
농부 캐릭 사드림.
전변 법사 사드림.
끝인 것 같은데 그러면?
내가 또 빨리 안 잘 거면 안 잘 거지 올라와.
잘했습니다. 오르쿠스 있어요?
아 오르쿠스 알아서 잡아 또 올라와.
오르쿠스.
파티 받고 저 뱅코도 올라와 빨리.
오르쿠스 찾아야 돼요. 어디가 아니라. 잘하세요.
올라와 부족좀 빨리 올라와 빨리 파티 받고 씨발 빨리. 이제 자러 갈 거야 여기다 놔두고 자러 갈 거야.
자기 풍둥이라고 안 간대요.
아이 뭔 풍둥이야 씨발 들어와 그지 같은데.
People just mute.
실패인가. 뭘 넣었다는 거야? 저게 뭔 말이야? 돈? 뭔 돈? 어? 어제 저녁에 넣었는데?
Baby girl, what are you doing? You doing, baby
야
girl?
이거 뱅커 오면 초대해줘라.
Oh, baby girl. Baby.
네, 오르쿠스 찾으신 분. 왜 다들 말이 없죠?
Orc Fortress. Orc Fortress above.
거긴 얻는 게 없잖아. 경험치 말고. 5만부터 써야지.
A 2 of a 7? Oh.
투발 7시. 1파티로 격수 좀 들어오세요. 1파티 격수, 1파티
Okay.
광부
We got
넘어와.
Orcus. We're gonna swap back over to Pride Wind.
뱀파형 넘어오세요.
Uh,
빠르구만.
Pride Wind. Go. And we'll do you. And we
아
will
부른 거야?
Let's do it.
뭘 불러?
Keep him slowed.
아, 전 있어서 죄송. 혼자 보장. 그래, 나온다는 보장이 없어요 거기는. 야,
Go blast him.
이상하지요 거기 나온다는 보장이. 없어.
Blast him. Blast him. I need more speed.
상대는 NC입니다.
Give me speed. Alright, let's do check-in while I'm doing this.
달리지 마세요.
Okay. Okay, and the next one, we'll go ahead and do it.
I'm just getting started.
야, 또. 궁금해하지 마.
Out of my way.
Damn, boy. You hurt me. Go. Heal you. Film myself. Go.
Just stop.
Hey!
나이스. 여기 사진 찍을게요.
잘했어.
쩔지형, 쩔지형. 네. 사진 찍었습니다.
Good, good.
다들 해산. 오전 보탐 수고하셨습니다. 네, 찾지 마세요. 타이형, 주무세요.
Okay.
라인은 알아서 잡으세요.
9? Okay.
어차피 너는 안 올 거잖아.
Come on. Come on, guy. The lag is so bad today. Is it like a big update? I mean, it didn't seem like that big of an update. The performance is terrible, though. What's up? Ooh. Some popo. Baby girl. Just standing there wanting food. You ain't gonna get no food, baby girl. You already ate. Oh yeah, you having trouble staying back up? I think you got lots of years of good physical activity in you, mama. You, good. Don't worry, in like 10 years, we're all gonna have bionic limbs anyway, so. I said, don't worry, in 10 years, we're all gonna have bionic limbs anyway, so.
But we went at all.
Yeah, of course. It'll be like the, that movie where they repo people's limbs or whatever. Can't remember what that's called. Limbs, like they had, you know, well, and like organs too. But it was like cybernetic implants, and then people just, since they can't pay for them, they just rip it off their body.
Oh man.
Yeah. I can't remember. It might be I think Cyberpunk might do that. A lot of Cyberpunk in general does that.
They're body parts, huh?
Yeah. I think it's called Ripjacker. Cyberpunk called synthetic
역시 역시 다시 아유.
limb. Damn it, it's all Cyberpunk 2077. I guess minus Cyberpunk 2077.
Are you doing your thing right now?
Yeah. I'm just checking that thingy. Oh. Yeah, me too. It was good though.
어디 홍등에 턴 걸리는 애들 있다고. 나 못 들어가. 확인을 못해. 언데드인 애들이 있나? 설마? 입구 애들 다 턴 걸려요? 꼬꼬라. 요거 보소. 광일이한테 말해줘야 되겠다.
홍둥이 턴이 걸린다고?
너 풍등이야?
아니 나 법사 시간 끝났지. 코볼트 애들이 누굴 말하는 거지?
아니요, 아예 시연을 안 해요.
시전 안 해요.
아예 그냥 시연 안 해. 꼬꼬라.
형 그거 혹시 모르니까 일단은 저희만 알고 있어요.
꼬라.
아까 석영 거로
Yeah,
한번
come on,
해보네.
man.
석영 방송에서 해야지.
아 그럼 또 방송에 나가면 패치할까 봐.
해체할까봐가 아니라 그렇게 만든 거겠지. 언데도 부빌지 어떻게 알아?
네 도감 봐볼게.
도감이 완성이 안 된. 너 도감이 있어 다?
아니 안전 밑에까지 안 됐어.
한 4개인가 5개인가 있지 않아?
폴트처럼 생긴 애가 누구지?
Want to read?
리
아
현석.
풍령의 코볼트 궁수 얘네 말하는 건가?
코볼트.
Crazy. Into the wind.
아니 근데 리 현석 씨 그냥 사라짐?
Teleport there?
그런 듯.
Cannot teleport.
그냥 디코 마이크 끄더니 갑자기 사라졌.
아까 자러 간다 그랬잖아.
So how do we get there again? Wind Dragon's
Hey.
Nest Dock.
야 또시 다시 너 푹 잤지?
I'll check.
너 해라.
Oh, it's 100,000?
뭐래?
God damn. Once a day, huh?
네?
Alright, well. Go ahead and stock up then.
뭘 하는 게 아니라 게임 더 하라는 얘기지. 네가 이해를 못한 거겠지. 봐봐.
Scroll. What's there to lose?
Let's see how we are on. Yep, we're good on those. Use a little bit more.
지금
Go.
Your items are in good hands.
Let's see what the what type of enemies we got here. Gotta do the codex, right? Codex.
예, 어쩐지
You're on. Wild dragons.
언데드
Big
리가
dragons.
없는데 극굴 사냥터를
Level 70. Okay. I wonder if they'll give us anything so I can see their health. Let's see. Go.
진짜 천사냥 되면 거기만 살고 있지. 5만도 안 가지.
3. Something like that. Reader's cloak. Oh, that's Hogma's. That's Feather, Spider, Sharp Claw, and another. That's good. That then. Iran and Castle Root. Go. Sell the rest to her. Sell. Ooh, not bad. What's friendship like? Level 2. 1 million? Yeah. Wine. Okay, let's move on. Okay. I don't have anything else holding me back. Go for it. So the guy will take you directly there. Ooh. Ooh. Can I use that? Can I use that ballista? Even the ballista. No. It's a wind dungeon, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna roll real battle mode. Go. Okay, looking good, looking good. Turn that on. I think this one will want something. I think we want fog. Just in case, like, maybe we can get them off us like that. Okay. Do it. Damn, that's a lot. The hardest dungeon in Gouda. Yeah, damn. 125,000. Damn. Eh. I think it's worth. It might be worth it. So everyone who's aggro gets killed. That. Okay. Let's see what we got. Hey, you want to be friends? Hey, you want to be friends? I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Alright, now I can keep this running. I can. You wanna do some video editing together? Alright. I'll kill like a few more and then I'm gonna go do these werewolves because I need EXP and that's a lot of EXP. It's like 4 million each, I think. So let's go ahead and let's just go till we die. Then we'll full restore. I mean, it might be sooner rather than later, goddamn. This keeps up. It's a bit much. Okay. Yeah, let's work together then. Because I've been wanting to actually just sit down and do some editing. I can have LineageW running in the background while I'm doing that. Everyone seems to have, it was a very short boss time, but we did get treasure. We smoked Gouda, we made Chedda. Is a Crudo respawn? Alright. Let's go, baby! Crudo! Crudo! Holy fuck, you need to die. You need to die now. Please die. Please die. Thank you. Holy shit balls. We're not, no. Fuck that. That is, what's the drop? What's the best drop? A Drake Fang? That's all we get? Are you fucking me? Are you shitting my bones right now? All or nothing. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die! All or nothing! I'm a champion! Ah! Impossible. Absolute horseshit. Alright, I'll be in there.
Hey.
Buddy boy.
What day was it when I played with this? And that girl.
Oh, Lulu. It was last Thursday. Maybe it was Monday. But that would have been yesterday. So no, it was definitely Thursday.
Thursday last week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna do this special situation over here.
Yeah, here it is.
Yep, there's Crudo. He's all by himself. Nobody decided they want to do Crudo.
I need to get better at just talking the whole time, man.
Yeah, it's hard, you know. It's very easy when you have someone to play off of. Like, even though that guy was kind of a dick, it's like he kept it going, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
and I think the reason why he was that way is because he's been streaming for a little bit. And he was trying to do the same thing. He's trying to entertain.
Yeah. He had his buddy, who I think that guy was literally just high, like.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's like yeah. I don't try to be stereotyping people, but that guy screams stoner, you know.
I can download my VODs off of YouTube, right?
Yeah. I use YouTube Downloader.
Okay,
but
for your own videos.
No. For other people's content, but for my own stuff, you can take the VOD and you can trim the certain part and you can save it as a new video. And then I download that. You can download the whole VOD too if you want, but
I'd rather do that and cut it in the edit because I can never get the editor on here to work.
oh yeah.
So is there like in YouTube? Oh yeah, download it. Found it. 2.8 gigabytes.
Yeah, that's why I trim it.
Need to get an external hard drive. It's humongous.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna have thousands of hard drives. Like, I don't want to live my life that way. It's a rough life. But
Yeah, it's a shame that that guy was such an asshole because I would maybe play with him again if he wasn't.
yeah, right. It's like,
It's like-
you just dial it back a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
It's not. I like his energy, but at the same time, I don't like half the shit he says. A lot of it's nonsensical edgelord shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But he definitely it's one of those things like Tom. I think is a lot stronger when he has someone to play off of. You know,
Yeah, I agree.
like you can
Tom
certainly
works as like a comedic relief kind of. So I feel like if I had somebody who was really good at the game, and I was like,
yeah.
Tom is always like pretending like he takes credit for it, like
Yeah, exactly. His superior, his AI superiority, even though he runs off a fucking Commodore. Which the guy played off of that immediately, which was
Yeah.
awesome. Like it was awesome to hear like fucking yellow ass staying there.
yeah,
Like, yes, let's
your old
go.
shitty computer.
Yeah.
It's gonna take 2 hours to download. I guess I can get started by cutting hers. Dang it! It's importing and it's only 56%.
Mm. God,
Everything's-
sucks.
Hurry up and wait moment right now.
That's the worst. I just need a do.
How's your subscriber growth been?
It's good. It's I passed 700 pretty quickly. I'm at 779, I think. As I checked.
The 678 when I
Oh yeah, 678. Sorry, I passed by the 600s pretty
600.
quickly. Yeah.
I've stalled, but it's because I've only been streaming, not making any video content.
Yeah, the shorts and stuff like.
But
At,
your
at that
streams-
rate you're doing.
Your streams are getting 100 views and stuff.
Yeah, it's been going well.
Yeah.
Get a few people who prefer to stop by sometimes. Oh shit. No.
I've got one really dedicated fan.
Yeah. Hey, no, you have two, sir.
I love them. Yeah, and you.
I enjoy the content.
Every once in a while, Charles stops by and says something.
Yeah. I just think like it is good because this game has a following or a viewer base. The team has a viewer base. It's like all these different potential audiences, you know. Where I feel like something like Apex is just a wide open sea.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
You've got kind of like a niche. Like
Yeah.
You got like your little base that people are they all are starving for content in a certain way because it's not the mainstream thing.
Yeah. I was like, well, let's find entertaining things to do. And, you know, it's going to take longer for that to happen with me, obviously, because the language barrier is there. It's, you know...
Yeah.
Even with 1Q, like, I got the character from him, and I haven't played with him once yet.
Your route that you're going isn't going to be like... Maybe a little bit, but it's not going to be like you get one video, all of a sudden that gets like 200,000 views for some reason, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or like
Well,
really
that's-
goes viral for some reason.
Yeah, well, that's why, like, the goal of the channel is to kind of build like the storyline and stuff, and then B, it's a vehicle for me to kind of expand where I want to expand. Like the one of the big major videos I want to make is I kind of want to do an insight into the world, you know, because it's kind of this cool
Yeah,
gambling RPG. Like, well, it's like going to a
Like-
casino, like a bunch of these high roller casino players, but instead of playing poker, they're
Being like
playing
a
this
spokes-
game.
Spokesperson for like the United States.
Yeah, exactly. Like I
You
do.
really like garner like if somebody comes and says we're gonna promote your video because it's
Yeah, 'cause-
associated to our game, like you're gonna get artificial views and that'll boost you to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views and stuff.
yeah. And any if it doesn't take off like that, you'd still have like the opportunity to work directly with and shake hands with all those people. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, like, a relationship with a top level video game employee would wouldn't hurt. Yeah, association with somebody like that. Oh, my
Yeah, for
homie
sure.
my homie's looking for a job. Here's a skill set. Shit like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
My problem is if I was ever to do something like video game development, I'm like, I'm not gonna make other people's games. I think a lot of people feel that way, so that's why it's so hard to get treated right by like corporations and
yeah.
everybody's kind of like a cog in the wheel. It's, I don't know.
I mean,
Cog in the
it's funny because I think Lineage is like a metaphor for life in a lot of ways, because it's the exact same thing. Like, me as the player, as the character, like, I'm the tiniest piece of a larger, machine, and it's like
Yeah.
the opportunities I've gotten are kind of out of my control, but also like, you position yourself kind of where you want to be and stuff, and it's like, oh, it happened to work out, and I think it's just a series of those types of risks and calculations and right place, right time,
Yeah. I think there's certainly like I think the phrasing "fake it till you make it" is not incorrect. It's more like
Yeah.
it's more
be
just
in the right place as
be
as,
it.
as often as
Just-
you can.
just be it and be it as often as you can, exactly. And it's like it's not really faking it. You're just saying I am it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's also a part about like accepting your limitations and stuff. Like, that's the biggest run-in I had recently with work and stuff. It's like, oh, maybe you're not able to do all this work that you took on.
Oh, I'm a yes man.
Yeah.
It's an issue of mine. Anytime I see a problem, I want to say I'm the one who can fix it. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that. Understanding that balance.
Yeah. I mean, I learned the hard lesson, and it's something that you really can't let yourself slip into, because, it's like, oh yeah, I could totally, like, even though I just got hit in like a major way, today it was like a little lesser way where I was like, yeah, I think I told my boss yesterday, I was like, yeah, I just need to crank out this stuff, and by the evening or the afternoon, I should have time to like work on the stuff I was originally working on. And today it was like, nope, it's 6 o'clock and you still have like at least 30 minutes more worth of work. Actually, 40
You
minutes.
salary or
Yeah, I'm salary,
okay.
but I'm never asked to do that.
Yeah.
It's just
No, they're
like,
never gonna ask you, but they're gonna reward you if you do it
yeah,
slowly.
yeah. But at the
But
same,
that's that.
they well, it's mostly because like personally, I just wanted to get it done. I wanted to see it be done.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's even after I just got hit for it, I'm still overestimating my abilities because it's like a habit,
Yeah.
overestimating your ability to get through a situation. And I do that in like almost all aspects of my life, honestly. But it's mostly because
That's like an ADHD mindset right there, bro.
yeah.
Like that's the way I've been too, and it's not healthy in a certain point. Like
Yeah.
it can really make you struggle in certain parts of your life.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like procrastinating until just doing the right thing at the last moment with like your significant other isn't like gonna work out.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
It's like I'll just fix it right before is like my mentality a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's what you're saying. Like if you're saying you're like, oh, I can get this done just because it's always easy to get
Things done,
stuff
yeah.
done right before the finish line.
Yep. That's kind of part of it a little bit, but mostly it's just like time can be this vacuum, especially when you're prone to like slacking off and stuff. So like,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it is an ADHD thing, because you know I've never been diagnosed with it. Like I tried going and stuff, but they didn't diagnose me with it. But I was like, man, but when I take
When
fucking,
was it?
It was in college.
Oh, okay.
But you know they don't want you getting drugs and shit, so it's like,
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Well,
when I
was able,
when I
was
take
able to
that
get
fucking
diagnosed
Adderall,
in
man,
college.
holy fuck.
Yeah, I was able to get diagnosed in college, and I'm really grateful for the way it worked out, because I was also broke,
Yeah.
and like I went and just talked to like this office at Texas State that was like specifically for people who think they have disabilities and stuff, and don't know if they're gonna be able to get a job and stuff after school, and or if they're
Yeah.
gonna drop out. And it was like a granted program from the state of Texas.
Oh. Yeah.
They're like, oh, we'll pay you to go, or not pay you, they'll pay for you to go get evaluated and everything. And so I went and got evaluated, and I was like, man, these people are gonna be like the whole time like, oh, this is just another college kid trying to get drugs.
Yep. Yeah, that always sucks, but it's like at the same time you gotta do it.
Yeah, every step of the way, it was like the people who were in the know at least were like, oh yeah, this is textbook. Like, you sounds like you have ADHD. One of the things I say is was it present in multiple stages of your life, like adolescence, adulthood. But another thing they say though is like depending on how good your coping strategies are, like certain phases of your life, it won't be so prevalent.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Bville was probably what kind of period in your life was that for like terms of effort in school?
School was hard, but not like, you know, I was always smart in school, but for some reason school in Bville was hard. I think it's
Really?
yeah, like not the math really. Math was fine, but science fucking sucked. And it had a couple other like classes that should have been pretty easy that sucked. Like there's like a phys ed nutrition class or whatever.
Mhm.
Oh fuck! Don't kill me.
When you graduated high school, what was your GPA like?
I graduated high school at 3.6, something like that.
And then like college?
College 3.4, 3.2.
Okay, I think I graduated college with a 2.6
Ah.
or 2.8. I think was like my overall, and I was like, hey, that's a B.
Got it.
I was like, seriously, everybody's expecting these fucking GPAs to be. I don't know, man. I always felt like I was putting in like maximum effort emotionally, but like my body would just always do like the minimum effort for these things that were like unstimulating for me. And
Yeah.
it's like you can sit there and like try your absolute damnedest to make your brain function.
Yeah.
And
But if it don't
for the
want
longest
to,
time-
it ain't gonna.
Yeah, for the longest time, I was like, "Oh, this is like I'm like having an emotional breakdown right now," and like I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Well, why can't I just do my schoolwork?"
and cry. Let me do both.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah.
but it is tough with how my sister also was just recently diagnosed, and she's like,
ADHD?
she's in her mid-30s.
Yeah, that's really late.
Yeah, well, they talk about like for a lot of girls, they don't get diagnosed because a lot of the classic symptoms that are listed are prevalent in men or boys rather than girls.
Yeah.
And like a tendency of like your coping mechanisms are different between boys and girls.
Yeah.
But once you have like a kid and like an office job or like a change in setting, like it might come out and reveal itself in certain ways.
Ah.
So yeah, just like once you realize, oh, I need a structured life, like I can't fly by the seat of my pants anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why can't I just have why can't I keep a schedule like everybody else can fucking do it?
Yeah. But you saying it comes like super late?
Well, it's just like you have say like you're an artist
Yeah.
and like so like all you do is draw all day, and like it's something that's super stimulating for you, and like been kind of like, or an athlete even is a good example as well, because you're all that physical activity, and then like you graduate college or whatever, or you get like a desk job,
Yeah.
and you stop like exercising all the goddamn time, and then all of a sudden like your ADHD is like a problem.
Yeah.
Or you had a kid, and now you have to like take your kid to school at a certain time and make sure they're dressed and like make sure they're in bed at a certain time and like they're fed.
Yeah, your brain
You're
is not adapting to it at all.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, I can't just fake it until I make it with this thing like I've done with everything else in my life.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like you said, dude, like, you're good at schoolwork, so even though you're fucking, like, literally having a breakdown and shit, you're like, eh. You just fucking get through it. Yeah, I get that. I mean, at least in this respect, it kind of helped me a lot, you know, being like, hey, I'm fucking far behind, I need help, like, I'm telling you now because it's gotten to a point where I don't want it to get any worse, and like that, recognizing that kind of reality is really hard for me to do, you know. And I think that kind of ties into what you're talking about with, like, fuck ADHD, man.
I don't know. For a lot of people with ADHD, a lot of them have above average IQ, and so like it's again like this thing where like I feel like I naturally like intuit my way through life, you know, like I don't
Yeah.
I don't have I think before you act is not a thing that like exists with my body and my mind.
Yeah.
Unless like I'm medicated, and then I have a little bit easier time, but
yeah.
you just living like that, you get good at it, and you realize you're good at it, and so like you it's like all of a sudden this thing that shows up that's like hard, or you bit off more than you can chew to do that, because it's just like this is actually a big project that requires structure, or like timing your work over a certain period of time rather than just getting it all done at once.
Yeah.
Because I can damn sure hyper focus if like the pressure's
Yeah, the
hard
pressure's
enough.
high. It's that clutch mentality, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, let's clutch this moment.
And it's like, why are you clutching? You know, I think that's it has to be part of anxiety disorder too.
Yeah, well, it gives you anxiety, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like part of anxiety disorder is like, you know, purposely putting yourself in situations too.
Yeah.
Like a certain degree of it.
Well, yeah, I guess if it's like the fear of whatever is what like is your motivation for doing it. But a lot of times I feel like for me, like, unless I'm hyper focusing and like getting it across the goal, like in all that like certain sprint at the end or whatever, like I don't get any dopamine from it. Like I don't enjoy the process like at all. So I'm just like, wait, oh, this thing is like the pressure is like really getting to me, but like now I feel really like I did it, you know?
Yeah.
That payoff satisfaction all at once that I can't get if I like look, oh, I have 1 page done of this 30-page essay or whatever.
Yeah.
And I feel like it leads to like a lot of like being super present with like what you're good at. Like, you know, I'm just not very good at looking into the future and planning. I'm more present oriented. I'm just like, let's act like right now. What can we do to move it in that direction or whatever?
Yeah. I feel like that it's because it works.
Yeah, exactly. It does work. That's why it's like a crutch. And then you run into a situation where it's like, oh, you can't, like, these people won't think you care about them. Like, for instance, a significant other, if that's the way you operate, like, in your relationship. So it's like, oh, I have to try really fucking hard, and even when I'm trying really hard, like things slip through the cracks and like go back to that way or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's literally what my counselor said. Is like whenever shit gets stressful and like you almost have a relapse and go back to your old habits, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of times I feel like it's right under my nose. I don't even fucking notice it's happening. It's just like because it's so natural.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've started like a conversation with somebody and like, okay, I'm gonna try really hard to listen to what this person's saying, and like that because last time I didn't think about what they're saying, and then you remember how mad they were, and that's what I'm thinking while they're speaking to me.
Yeah.
In the middle of it, they're like, stop talking. Like, oh, I'm supposed to respond, and it's just like I'm so good at like at the seat of my pants, just being like, yeah. That thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like moving on.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to the next topic.
And I certainly know what it's going to be because I drive conversations. Is one reason why is because I'm petrified of listening. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to fucking respond to this person after they say something to me, and it's not gonna be me taking it in a different direction.
Yeah. I've never really had conversational anxiety like that, though. I tend to flow into conversations pretty well.
No, I that's the deal. Is like it's unless I'm really being conscious of it, it's not gonna. It's like just a coping mechanism that I know I'm through just learned experience that like I'm bad at listening. I'm good at talking.
Yeah.
And like just. In a conversation, the idea of things being in my head and listening to somebody and then not them coming out is like really hard for me to. A lot of times I hate that like I catch it in the middle. I'm like, I've changed the subject on Valerie or something like that.
Yeah.
In the middle of her saying something and like, I'm like, oh, it's because I was having a different conversation in my head.
Yeah. And that's the worst because you know it harms your relationship.
Yeah, so no matter how much you can like make excuses, like you don't want them to be excuses first of all, and then just it doesn't matter. It still hurts.
Yeah, I mean that's why it's constant battle, working on it as much as you can.
Hey,
if I look at over the course of my life, the amount of times that I because a big problem with me is like I'll say I'll do something and I fail to follow through with it, and
oh yeah, I do that all the time.
And even though I still continue to do it. Like if I compare it to like when me and Lineage first got together and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot less. And even compared to something like last year or 2 years ago. But we kind of realized too that we're both kind of forgetful.
Valerie's got a fucking steel trap of a goddamn mind, bro. Like
that's helpful.
Except for like one memory she's like fabricated. Other than that, it's like, yeah, it is. But she talks about like she's like, but sometimes I feel like I'm stupid, and I'm like, how does that make you feel like you're stupid? She's like, because I don't really like I'm just falling back on that instead of being like the opposite side of the coin, I guess, which is like myself who just doesn't remember anything and isn't looking to the future and is just like, like an automaton, just listening to the instructions that are coming out of its head. But like she wants to, I guess there's a balance, but like,
yeah,
she's envious of that sort of intelligence, like versus like her sort of like being able to recall like all this information. But I'm just like, I guess the difference between book smart but I wouldn't even say street smart. It's just like,
yeah,
it's being intuiting things versus being intelligent about things. I guess there's like a working intelligence that's like a part of it, like a whole. But I don't know. Yeah, I think about that all the time. It's like that's what makes a good significant others. If you're just trying to work on it, compromise.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it hurts to hurt the other person should probably be a pretty good sign
Yeah.
that
That you're not a psychopath.
yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people just get so caught up in being in a relationship that they start to, I guess, become basically like psychopaths. They just start to not care about the other person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's a much more natural thing that people like to, admit. Because like you spend enough time with anybody, you're gonna learn to hate them. I think is like part of it, Like learn to love, learn to hate,
Yeah.
But if you have to like spend super close quarters with everyone constantly, I think that most of the time it drives people up the wall because you have to have life outside of your immediate relationship. I think that's super important.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that probably is a big part of like if the balance of a relationship, if those two things don't match on each partner.
Yeah.
Like their opinion on that. Probably not. I don't know. I guess I'm only looking at it from the lens of my own relationship too, because like that's probably where like there's like a stress point in my relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if it is for me, it doesn't necessarily mean it is for everybody else. But
yeah,
it's something that definitely the older Valor and I've gotten that we've gotten better at communicating and like working out. Just I don't know. I guess also it depends on because what is the reason why like you don't if it's getting to the point that one person has either one person's being way too liberal or one person's being way too like clingy,
Yeah.
Or they both are opposite ends of the spectrum, and that's really gonna rip you apart. But
that's why it's all about that communication.
Communication.
Because if things are kind of rocky and there are no communication channels, it's like you're kind of fucked. Like odds wise.
And it's a shame that it feels like the only way to learn that is through like because people can tell you that shit all day, but you don't really understand what it means.
Yeah.
Like, there's a level of candidness that some people can't even have with themselves that is required to have these conversations.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? I thought they renewed my license, motherfucker.
Who?
The Lightworks.
Oh.
Motherfuckers. Told you.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it canceled my. Even though it said it renewed it, I had an email that said it renewed it.
I hate that I always want to like give younger couples that are in a relationship where it seems like they're serious advice, and they also seem to come to Valor and I for advice.
Yeah.
It's like we are not a good example for you to learn from because we're not the norm.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know what I would do if I was single right now, man. It would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I get to come home and there's somebody here that cares about me, or they come home and I care about them, and there isn't like some shit about it all being like strictly for a gain and sexual pleasure or like.
Yeah.
It's so sad how dating has become. I don't know. Even the people who are looking for good relationships seem to like because there's like a bubble around connections between people now. I don't know, but I'm gonna sound like a boomer saying that because I feel like the internet and stuff has made everybody a whole lot more social in terms of the size of the people size of the group, but probably quality have gone down for most people because people aren't able to.
Because it's hard to be honest, because you always have that possibility of destruction amongst your peers.
Uh-huh.
like what seeing that peer group fall apart and stuff, which is like that sucks. But it always was kind of there, you know. Except now it's like very pronounced and very easy to trigger, you know.
Yeah, that's very true. I hate all that.
Before, like, you would have to
Political.
really make an effort to be a total, like, to be a big enough piece of shit that nobody would ever want to associate with you.
Yeah.
And now you could do it fairly easily, you know.
Hey, you're that guy.
Yep.
Got a label under him. That guy.
Yep.
Picture of his stupid face.
Everyone's like, look at that fucking asshole. What an asshole. Fuck that guy. Real piece of shit, that one.
I don't know. I like being an adult. I don't know. I hated being a kid in a certain way most of my adolescence,
Yeah.
and I feel like if I was a kid now, it'd be, which is basically what I'm saying. Like if I was like 18 and trying to date right now, I don't know, because probably millennials probably to some extent still go through the old motions compared to Gen Z. Like
Motions of what?
I'm just like human interaction that's not like fucking based around technology, you know.
Yeah.
It makes everything so transactional. Like basically, like, you're pulling up your phone, like ordering a booty call is like what everybody treats dating like now. It feels like, but maybe it's because I'm not single. I don't see the actual dating life. You know what I mean? That these people have, but
Well, there's always, you know, there's been tons of discussion on the matter, but unfortunately, a lot of it gets wrapped up in like the I'm based because I don't like women shit.
oh well, I think it's led to that in certain ways. You know what I mean? Like people,
Yeah, but
when everybody has a megaphone, like the dumbest fucking ideas are gonna end up in people's ears.
yeah, exactly. Well, the only things I try to bring up is like, you know, if you have a lot of dudes and they do not find a mate, they instead fucking lose that shit. That's the one, like, that's my hot take.
Oh, you think they're all just like it's like the testosterone and stuff? Like
Well,
they're
no,
like
I don't
animals?
think that's the root of everything. Obviously, there are evil people
No, but
doing horrible
No,
things, but
yeah,
I'm talking about like
they're
at a
basically they're diverting to like being a pack of animals. Like there's like
yeah, almost, because like I think of countries like Bangladesh and India and stuff like that, and it's like there are just so many dudes, like so many dudes, and the shit gets wild over there, you know. And
they,
it's like, well, fuck, what's the big difference? It's like, all right, maybe the law enforcement isn't as good as ours, blah blah blah, but like, what's the reason for like the mass scale of something, you know? And
they think they're just like all pent up.
yeah,
I don't know what
because in
you-
India it's also
they try to,
insanely
like-
it's insanely competitive and very very imbalanced, you know, kind of like China a little bit too.
That makes. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. Like it's pseudoscience. Like, but hypothetically speaking, it would make a lot of sense that like evolutionarily there was
I'm not saying the people
Men-
themselves have
men-
changed genetically or anything like that. I'm just saying the circumstances, like,
no, yeah, I know what I'm
Create-
saying. Like
create a level of aggression that's different, you know?
probably to an extent, like the men who get angry and start like being violent got the mate through historically speaking. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. And that does
Yeah,
that is
man.
a solid counter.
like it would kind of make sense to say like, oh, when I don't have these things, I get more angry. That would be a prevalent thing in the gene pool, and
Yeah, I get it.
but it's I'm in a macro scale too. Like it doesn't have to be everybody. Like we're an organism. Humanity is in itself. So if you think of it like as bits and pieces of it, like creating itself, like
Yeah.
It might just like vibe off of each other, like, and there's pockets of like a bunch of men that get really really angry and they go over and they like murder the village next door and like take over. Like
Yeah. You're just saying that's just nature being nature.
Yeah. I'm not trying to make excuses for people being violent. We're at a point where like we can override.
Yeah, we can say like, no, we're not dealing with this type of shit.
Yeah, no.
No. You go in a box. You go away.
Yeah. Which I try and make this argument all the time with Valerie that like I think we've in a lot of ways like hijacked like the natural selection and evolution and started like I'm not gonna sit here and start talking about like eugenics, you know what I mean? So don't take it that way. But
No,
like,
no,
I think that like modern science and medicine and culture and like just everything has like changed the course of human evolution biologically.
Yeah, no, that's not an insane thing to say. It's
Yeah.
If we were all still trying to kill animals to survive, we would be very, very, very different. Like, no, like evolutionary speaking, you know. Wait.
Yeah.
But since you don't need to like be a completely healthy individual that has the capacity to hunt or farm or whatever to survive, now you get a bunch of outliers, I guess.
Yeah,
you get more variables in the equation now.
I guess it's genuine to think of like society and like conscious like that isn't like a result of natural selection and evolution. And it's like our supreme like. Okay, now it really sounds like I didn't mean to say it that way, but
supremacy.
No, but that's like what makes humanity continue to grow on the planet. You know, it's like evolution has given us this ability to modify evolution in a certain way through social evolution. Like a big group, if enough people agree on something, then it goes away. Like,
yeah.
I don't like violent men, and then it's just like, okay, well, let's start working towards getting rid of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
but there's a balance, you know.
I mean, if you're telling me that the goal, like, if there's some type of sentient cultural goal of moving violence out of men, I would tell you that you can't really do that because violence is inherent to humans.
Yeah, I know.
You can't necessarily like.
It's obviously a slow thing, but if you just look at 100 years from now, back then, like people were much more violent than they are now, and 100 years before that, like.
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, this man is attacking me. Look at it.
Like, I think about how, like, oh man, I go on the internet and I'm like, why are people just so mean to each other? And then I'm like, man, that's the way it used to be. Like, people just walk around and they say hello. Like, nobody would say hello to each other. They say, like, get the fuck out my way, you fucking asshole. Like, how everybody just talk to each other.
I mean, I think you're putting a lot of stock in, like, we really evolved from that, you know?
Yeah, it's also just like things happen separately all over the world, you know, like it's not like the Greeks were as violent as, you know, the Ottoman Empire or whatever. Like, you know, there's been different pockets of society. It's like, I say, as a social evolution, it's very fragile. Like, because changing everybody's minds means that you've changed what is beneficial, right? What is beneficial for survival, so
yeah, not
you get to like what I was.
Well-
have I talked to you about like how they say that they think that the reason why the Vikings were so powerful is because everybody like basically socially engineered or socially like decided that the warrior class was no longer necessary because we have more religion to control people rather than violence, and then the Vikings showed up and they're like, okay, cool.
Really good at fighting.
And they just murdered everybody. Yeah, they're just
Yeah.
like, all right, you guys go ahead and pray. It's fucking.
Yeah. I mean that's not impossible.
So it's this thing that's like just constantly in flux and constantly like
Yeah.
all aspects of like society.
Yeah, but at the same time, like we have also at the same time in the modern era, we have some of the most refined fighting skills like
Yeah.
ever conceived, and the
Yeah.
people who have dedicated themselves to building up those bodies and stuff. I think humanity is on an upward trend. I think there's just a lot of there's a high chance that you could lose progress because humanity
Yeah.
has a tendency to do that. Just let's go back 200 years.
Yeah, humanity does that a lot.
Yeah. So, I don't think the issue is necessarily that the violence is being taken out of the man. I think it's the way the violence is being distributed is the issue. Because typically
So you're talking about arm the proletariat.
no, not necessarily. No, but kinda, yeah.
And also the basis of the Second Amendment.
Yeah. I'm saying you should have your champions ready to rise up for you. Like, and it's not like, those things happen naturally, but also they happen with purpose too. Like, somebody who starts as a fight, like Manny Pacquiao, starts as a fighter, becomes a congressman, blah blah. Now he's like trying to do whatever he's trying to do. I don't know what his agenda is, but that's what it takes is somebody who can do that. And I think there are fewer people now who can do that than ever because the pieces of shit that want to do nothing else but hold on to their seat are poisoning the well so nobody else can get to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's like a thing that's motivated in fear and racism and all those horrible emotions, anger, confusion. I think confusion is a big one. Because at least you can be angry. At least if you have something to be angry with,
There's a lot of people that just wake up and they don't know why they're angry.
Yeah, I mean, look at fucking like
It's scary. 'Cause
we
it's
have
the
our big
bomb
ones.
that's really
Obviously, you have your racism against the various groups, and you have your what's it called xenophobia. You have your fucking all that shit.
Yeah, those are scapegoats that people use
Yeah.
to place that anger, and a lot of demigods know that and
Yeah,
play to it.
there are so many of them, and they're always rotating and shifting. Now you gotta watch out that someone's gonna make your kid into a girl. They're gonna take your boy child and turn him into a girl child.
Yeah.
Shit like that, and it's like,
and then I don't know. It's like because we have this. Now we're getting along a lot, talking about things along the line of like the political divide in the United States between what is traditionally called the right and what is traditionally called the left.
Yeah.
And both of them are on the same team, and they both like basically are like talking each other up, like in my opinion, about like these things.
Yeah, no. At the end of the day, they're all pretty useless motherfuckers, and I'd rather
like,
just do things. And
there'll be like some conservative that's like reasonable, that's like, maybe we should think about giving our kids these meds, and then like somebody on the left will just be like, he's obviously transphobic, and fucking like start screaming that he's like he has a moral depravity in his life because he's asking these questions essentially, or like trying to, and then they come back and bounce off that and then amplify it, and then bounce off that and amplify it, and like feed into each other.
There was one that actually got me and Lanisha at the same time. It was H3 Podcast is doing an interview with the streamer named Keffels, who's getting harassed by one of the old 4chaner websites that harasses a bunch of people, and fucking at near the end, like they were one of the allegations they were making against him was that they're helping kids make their own hormones in their bathtub, whatever the hell. And at the end of the thing is like, so what is this? Like, you have a thing on your stream or whatever, and it says DIY hormones, and he's like, what is that? He's like, oh, it's a like a marketplace or whatever, and he basically said like, oh, essentially it's like, you know, if your state's illegal, has these chemicals illegal or whatever, you can acquire them here. And I was like, and then they just kind of moved on from that, and both me and Alicia are like, yeah, I don't really support that at all. In fact, I think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's like not an unreasonable opinion, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, I think there are people who would be like fucking pissed off at me if I said that. And you know, but like, no, like, I'm all about access to what you think you need to survive, but at the same time, I don't want to support illegal marketplaces for medicine. Like, and I especially don't appreciate the promotion of it on a video game streaming platform. Like I don't appreciate the promotion of a third party DIY drug markets.
See, that's the deal. Is like, you're talking about a line of, well, a lot of people will be against it unless it's something they agree with.
Yeah, well, I know a libertarian would say, "Fuck yeah, DIY drug markets," and like, there's a piece of me that I'm like, yeah, you know, because I think a libertarian belief would be like, yeah, I can acquire the products that I want to acquire, you know, like, especially if it's not hurting nobody.
I'm trying to think of a parallel, but it doesn't really exist.
Yeah, no, it's a very unique situation.
It's like if they had a website that's like selling antidepressants.
Yeah.
People who want antidepressants. It's like,
that's a good parallel.
That probably shouldn't be just open to any impressionable person to
just go on and buy something.
Stumble upon. Yeah. And just deciding, even if it's like, I don't know.
I do support third-party resellers that sell medication at cost.
Yeah, that's different. That's entirely different. You still have to have a prescription and stuff.
Exactly.
I see there's no like state boundaries for like prescription drugs typically, so that makes it kind of a gray area.
Yeah.
A poor parallel. I would think maybe abortion would be an appropriate parallel there, but then you start to get into the argument about how necessary are these gender affirming hormones.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a whole like that's such a cloudy zone anyways that even educated individuals have no shot at really coming to any sort of consensus on it.
Yeah.
No, that part's definitely up in the air.
So yeah, it's really difficult. I would say I don't support that because to teaching anybody to make any sort of like injectables or like any sort of medical equipment and stuff at home is probably
not a good idea.
Going to hurt people more than it helps people.
Yes, that's kind of where I'm at too on the matter. I also see that it comes from a place of desperation too.
Yeah,
but usually the people who set up the marketplace aren't the ones who are desperate. usually those are the people trying to make the fucking buku bucks.
If like they make sure you're 18 or whatever, or that's the deal that like makes prescriptions and like having a doctor there like is why that's important. But just the idea that like a 14-year-old could like use their mom's debit card to buy something without their knowledge or something like that would be.
Yeah.
Or a 14-year-old gets their friend to acquire it and hand it to them, or
Yeah. Well, that's I think it's insane that like part of the idea is like why would somebody be desperate enough to do that you know, behind someone's back, you know?
Mhm.
And I think there's this kind of full circle thing where before it would have been very rare and you would had a very small community to kind of interact with about it, but now you literally have a worldwide culture war being waged around you.
yeah,
And
instead of it
that's gotta really
staying-
fucking suck.
instead of it staying the way it was supposed to stay, essentially, like it's turned into this uber politicized thing, and that really makes everything even more difficult to.
Yeah, exactly. So where it would just play out like, I mean, you draw parallels to homosexuality movement and stuff like that, you know, and yeah, there isn't like a huge. I feel like the wind is still carrying everyone forward, you know, on the issue, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I think that massive politicization you're talking about is causing like giant pillars to spring up out of the ground to try and block it.
Yeah,
And
that's a certain thing that I always try and keep in mind is like this is gonna happen either way. Like a lot of people try and think about it, but it's like whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
yeah.
My thing is like I really feel like there's a deep distrust in this country, at least for a significant portion of this country, between a lot of the establishments, including the medical establishments and like the people. So like when they're told something, they don't necessarily trust it. So like there's a lot of people, yeah, that when they hear like, oh, you're gonna give hormone the same doctors for the same companies and same hospitals and everything and corporations giving them these pharmaceuticals is gonna prescribe something for my kid when they also prescribed my grandma opiates and killed her, you know? It's like
Yeah,
how do
and
you
Fox
reestablish that
News tells me,
trust?
yeah, Fox News tells me you want to turn my kids gay.
Yeah. And it's like they seem so evil that it may be possible that they're trying to corrupt us morally or whatever. Like,
Yeah, which is, you know, that's why
the fact that every little thing they do seems to like egg people on. It really is frustrating. It's like you want to sit and defend these establishments and stuff, and then like you go and you read the stuff they did, and you're like, oh, like this is what I'm working with and trying to defend these people. Like,
yeah, who did it like actual what's it called, human rights violations.
Yeah, an actual measurable harm for a bunch of money.
Yep, on a wide scale to innocent people.
Mm-hmm. And there was no repercussions, essentially.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good
Peace
night.
out. You too.
Let's change this back then. 안녕하세요.
Yeah.
Jimmy, how you covered in styrofoam? Huh, baby? Horrible cat. Horrible, man. Look at this cat. Jimmy. Oh my. That's a baby. Absolute baby. Okay. Jimmy, you're a fat man. Alright, finish this and then let's finish that up. Still the okay, it's over. Jimmy. Daddy. Baby. 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 Jimmy. That's bad. Oh, that's bad, baby. Ugh. Look at that man. How can he bad? Ooh. 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 Was it that way in the thing, or did you do that yourself? Was it that wide in the? You made it wide.
I don't know how, but it's wide, Ghost.
Wide. Oh, baby girl. Brushing the mic with her tail.
Sounds like on the and it sounds like a scream of hell.
Baby girl.
I know.
What a big man. What a nasty. Awful. Horrendous. Five more. 4, 3, 0. Okay. Right. I had me one of these. They want food as always.
Keep on going. I'm being born.
The cat wants your ice cream. No, baby girl. It's not good for you. Jackson Galaxy says no. Huh? Yeah. We're gonna show this sin live. Okay. Move the keyboard out the way. Alright. It's bad. It's awful. Disgusting. No. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. Oh, no. Nasty. Girl. Nasty. Alright, Rabs. Go on, get.
I moved the saxophone case.
Yeah. Oh fuck, he's biting. Oh no, he's biting. Ah, he's biting. Ah, you bad man. No, baby girl. That's horrible. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh.
He's like pulling out like a go-gurt.
Oh my god.
Alright, Jimin. You're last. No, don't step in the paint. Oh, nasty. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, it's nasty. Oh no. Ew. Nasty. Hold on. Hold on. Stop it.
라인하르트 리젠 5분 전입니다. 라돈의 무덤 리젠 5분 전입니다.
Have some sort.
Revs.
Cream.
That's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
That was the most disgusting experience of my life.
Look at this guy.
Step right up. The show of your lifetime. Fucking bad, man.
No. Oh Lord, look at his eyes. Oh God, ravioli. Okay, no, there's no more. I'm done. That's it. Go on. Oh.
Your snack. Ravs, where are you in my chair, man? Where are you in my chair? Big baddie? Big fat man? King? Are you the king? Go on, get. Go on, get. Awful. Terrible.
Down more.
Disgusting. Ridiculous. Absolutely horrendous.
라인하르트 리젠 1분 전입니다. 라돈의 무덤 리젠 1분 전입니다.
Beans. Beans.
expand your stash. Geez, I can't believe how busy I am. There's a way to expand your stash. There's a way to expand your stash. It's not an easy job to keep this stash organized.
Just get the hell out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Go on, get. Go on, get. Go on, get.
Some off of this vine.
Easy job
Whatever you want.
No.
No, it's not for you. Horrible. No. Horrible. Awful. Terrible. Disgusting. Nasty. Oh no. Oh. Thanks, wife. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, wait. It's great food though. Hey, stop it.
There's a way to expand your stash.
We got some snacks. Yeah. No, baby girl. Go on, get. Go on, get. Here. No. No, go on, get.
Look, it's frozen.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you got frozen yogurt now. Being bad.
All your friends.
Uh-oh.
There's a way to expand your stash.
It has a temperature control in there, right? Oh, okay.
Because I changed it times.
Maybe that's what we do with this year's bonus. Get the upgrade. Mm-hmm.
How do you do that?
Yep.
Jeez, I can't believe how busy I am.
Huh?
Wait a minute.
Second. Compute. Is this? Oh. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
themselves into something they are not. How are we gonna get the money for them?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Tomorrow on my birthday.
Yeah. Don't make me bring up Jay's birthday.
Hey. That's why I'm reminding you. Nobody reminded me. I wouldn't
Yeah.
I called him on his birthday. It's just like completely forgot it was his birthday. I was thinking.
Yeah. It doesn't help when you think about it early. Yeah.
Called him. And I forgot it was his birthday.
Yeah, I think literally the only thing that can save you is either the Facebook reminder or you set an alarm or something.
I remember yours. Why did I even say bye?
I'm feeling like the 4th of July, mama. No, baby girl. Leave me alone, baby girl. Come on. Cats. These dang cats. Okay. I need something to sit on. cat. What is it, Dad? Awful. Oh, baby. Oh. Tell me to stop. Stop it, cat. Yeah. Let's see. Is there a brother time? Uh-oh. Potion. Let's go back. I need more potion. Okay. Oh. Is it time? Oh, not yet. Go. Alright, baby. It's time to gamble. Oh, what up? On the Twitch? Oh, it's Tommy. Tommy, what you doing on the Twitch, man? Alright. Let's do this. Gonna mute it. No, not mute all. Just gonna turn off all, go. Nah, we'll just turn off all sound. Yep, we're just gonna mute all sound. No, cat. No! What are you doing? Get out of here. Get off of this. Chilling on top of this table for no good reason. Horrible cats. You all pissed off? All mad? All moody now? Hey! 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 Oh. Jesus Christ. These cats are fighting.
Really?
Yeah, Ravs was up here. So I got him off. You got pissed. They started chasing Gem around, trying to fight him. Absolute asshole. All right, gambling. So they did a sponsorship with a soju in Korea. It's called Wan Liquor.
Liquor?
Yeah, it's like just a soju, like a great kind of grape wine type thing that we would have here in the gas station. Yeah. What the Oh yeah. These are all free cards I'm gambling with. I got a bunch from the event, so I'm just opening them now. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. I guess. Okay. Beat of attack. Okay. 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 Ah. And it's nothing. Alright, we're done with that one. What was the other one? Yeah. Nada. We have a whole bunch of cards though here. Lots and lots of cards. 7 whole packs of this. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. Ding 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 ding. Okay. Oh, we can do one more. Yeah. Alright, open up. Oh wait, those are already the morph cards that I did. All cards now. There you go. No.
For the boat?
Huh?
For the boat thing?
Which bowl is that? Yeah, I guess so. Oops. Good.
Well,
And now she wants
it's
more.
already empty.
She wants more. They're never gonna leave me alone until she's fully fed. Oh no, she's going up to her spot now. Yeah. We got one. Yeah, so have any. Nope, no mileage. Nope. Unfortunate. Yep. Okay. Back on Monk. Damn. I cannot believe this. It's so terrible. I cannot believe this has been done. Okay. There you go. Wow, I have 72 doll cards. Come on. Come on, baby, I just need one. I just need one or red tonight. Go. $14,000. That's 4 gambles on it. Or we can save up. And what else we got? Spent all that, right? Only cards left are these. Which we'll save. Go ahead and do our fusions. 15 fusions here. Three fusions here. 1 fusion there. Okay. 4 fusions there. 1 fusion there. There should be one more after this. The fusion. Okay. That's it. Go to the cathedral and confess. Okay. Agents. Hansan? Confess. Is it? Go. Still doesn't work. Nope. Nope. Well, I'm really tired. I'm just gonna call it there. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the rest of these while I relax. If bosses happen, I'll join it. But I'm too sleepy.